Fields, chased by Garrett, flushed, looking, sets up, throwing deep. Hail Mary, end zone, deflected, tipped and intercepted. Almost caught.
David Montgomery, the back. Bouncing outside, head down the sideline, goes Montgomery. He's going to go in for a Lions touchdown.
And he got the jump. It's a free play. Fields for more. Got him! Touchdown! Bears lead.
Stay there, stay there, stay there.
Play clock's winding down.
Run,
They get it off. McCaffrey, right side, big seam, cut, 30. McCaffrey! Touchdown, San Francisco!
319.
1st and 10. Play fake. Pressure's coming. Fields lost the football. Cooper scoops it up off to the races, and he will score!
Bijan Robinson dancing around. And he has the football. Puts a move on. Bijan Robinson, he's going to have his first NFL touchdown.
The wider the hole is.
Yes, and Gus Edwards is the definition of a north-south runner, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
From the pocket. Cuts away from Chenal, who's trying to get after him for a second time, but the ball is thrown to the end zone, and it's caught. Flowers with the touchdown.
It's 3rd down and 7. Mayfield wide open. There's more again. His second catch. Still working through this secondary. And a touchdown, Tampa Bay. No flags.
2nd and 9. Across the middle. Sherfield was not down. Shakir not down. Inside the 10. Oh, what an effort. The play of the night.
Rajacoma is in the backfield. And they go to the end zone and caught. Hill, touchdown! Touchdown!
All the way back to his days as a Baltimore Raven.
Here's Flacco looking downfield. Open. And Cooper makes the catch and breaks free. Cooper tiptoes all the way for the touchdown.
3rd and 4. Time. Catch! Brandon Powell, touchdown Vikings, and they have the lead.
They're going to need to show up big today to keep this Dallas offense at bay.
As Ferguson in motion, pressure on Prescott, gets rid of it. Lamb. Oh, one-hander, CeeDee Lamb. Smith fires over the middle. Great grab by Metcalf out in front, and he will go all the way for a touchdown. 73 yards.
Lost control of their body, not him. Jumped up and made the sack.
Razzle-dazzle. Hurting. Coming out, Kittle. In empty space. Kittle, number 2. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And he can throw on the move.
49.
Double pass, double pass.
He's going to throw down the sideline. Williams wide open. Mike Williams with the catch, and he'll walk in for the touchdown.
2nd and 1. Tua fakes it, takes the shot downfield for Hill. Got to come back. Tyreek got it inside the 10. Keeps running to the end zone. Touchdown, Tyreek. 1st down, another fake. Come with Jameson Williams, the speedster, has a block. Williams cuts up, 25, 20, still on his feet. Jameson Williams scores! Smith to throw. Pressure from Hutchinson. Runs away. Great throw. Lockett down in for the end zone. It's over. The Seahawks win it.
2nd and goal. Jones swings it. Touchdown! Gesicki!
Is it what Kyler Murray has asked for? Hey, go get me Marvin Harrison Jr. and bring him here.
He gets away from Josh Sweat. Keeps the play alive. Lofts for Conner. One-handed catch. What a day for James Conner.
Then you have a chance to win this game.
Well, last week, Houston did not have a single snap inside the 25. Here's Kansas City from the 19. Throwing at the goal line. And it's caught by Kelsey for the touchdown.
Cleveland is allowing less than 13 first downs per game, the third fewest through 9 games since 1991. Jalen Warren's got a big gain. Warren streaking down the sideline. And they break the seal. Touchdown, Steelers. First down, fake it. Bootleg, Flacco sets, throws, looking for separation. It's caught. Amari Cooper down the sideline for the touchdown.
Carr looking deep, and it is juggled and caught! Touchdown, Olave!
From the 24, on first down, a big hole for Achane, still going, down the sideline, Devon Achane will take it all the way, 76 yards for a Dolphins touchdown.
Broncos need about 20 yards to make it a 60-yard attempt. Wilson lost the football! Rolling towards the sideline, picked up by the Jets! It's Hall! And he goes!
Back and forth, fake it, and then come back to the right.
You got it, Tony. Over the top, the pass, perfect. Keenan Allen cuts back to the middle. He's going to find his way home. What a play on fourth down and a touchdown.
Can't get a first down without a touchdown from the 11. Wilson, Sutton in the corner of the end zone. Cortland Sutton. If the touchdown stands is the way we saw it, I mean, it was called incomplete.
Please reset the game clock to 6:07.
But we could tell before.
3rd and 9. Gino will put it up top. Twisting, what a catch! Jackson Smith in Jigba with a 5-star grab.
Around halftime.
2nd down, a lot of time. Jones just can't find. Comes back across the field. This time he pays the price. Deron Bland, pick 6.
And he wants to guard these guys man-to-man, man-to-man. Get up and press, but you can't do it when you have all these different injuries.
2nd and 3. Oh, the ball's up in the air. And it's intercepted off the deflection. Tavai able to come up with it.
Moore is now out. Marquise Goodwin comes in as the wide out to look for, and Flacco almost gets sacked. There he goes, throws on the run, caught inside the 30, inside the 20 goes Jerome Ford, still on his feet. Ford looking for the end zone, gets there.
Crowd the line. They handle the rush initially. Flacco does get rid of it. Oh, sideline grab, Amari Cooper.
Falcons coming after Carr. Picked up. Picked off! Jesse Bates! He's got a shot! Bates to midfield, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. No question. Pick 6. No flags.
Graham Gano, the veteran, 36 years old. Great breakthrough by Thomas, who blocked it. And Igbenogany has it for Dallas. Noah Igbenogany stays in bounds, and the Cowboys special teams gets the first score of the year. Touchdown, Dallas.
Zach Taylor knows that's irrelevant. This is a game that, regardless of the opponent, you got to have to be a playoff team. And that's a big play. T. Higgins. Wow. Extends. Higgins is gone. It's a Higgins house call. Touchdown. 80 yards.
Mike Evans, you got Rashad White, but Chris Godwin's been fantastic.
3rd and 4, and that pass is caught by Moore. First down and more. David Moore exploding to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chicago in the red zone, where they are tied for 4th this year in touchdown percentage. Bagent looking deep for Cole Kmet. Oh, what a catch! Kmet goes up to get it, and it's a touchdown for the Bears.
In the pattern for Love, inside it's Reed again, got away from one. Reed on the run, inside the 10, to the goal line, breaks the plane. What a run by Reed. Touchdown Green Bay.
Hawkinson to the wide side of the field. Cousins throws, picked off, and it could be trouble up the far sideline.
Sam Franklin from the 1-yard line. Cousins trying to track him down. He'll cut it back, get a block, and he'll go 99 yards for the score.
Jalen Reagor will get the kickoff from Tyler Bass. It's the Pants. It's the Bills. He'll take it from the 2. Reagor up the middle. Blocked by Slater. Gets by the kicker. He's going to go. It's a foot race with Bass. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown.
Be right here, isn't it?
Browns with touchdowns on their last 2 possessions.
Deflected, picked off, and taken back by Newsome. Newsome stayed in bounds. Touchdown.
But see how open that area is? You could do that here if you wanted to, and then defenses will have to change because of it.
2nd and 5, and it's caught by Shakir. Shakir with Whitehead trying to cut off the angle. Shakir still going. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a move.
Only has 1 catch on 4 targets. 2nd and 2 here, though. Here's Prescott over the middle. It's going to be picked off, and no one in front of him. Darnell Savage. Touchdown.
And 2 minutes of terrible football. We've got the ball. Let's see what we can do with it to start the half.
Trying to do something here with Christian McCaffrey. Got a bruising block from Brandon Ayuk. Got another from Ray McLeod. Turned it into a touchdown. Blitz off the edge. Cousins throws, and it's taken away by Addison for the touchdown. He and Charvarius Ward. At the end of this half, they also will get the football to begin the second half. Stroud on 1st down. He was looking downfield. He's going downfield toward the end zone. Down, a leaping grab. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Miami, Detroit. So next week will be monstrous. As Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel, 1 man to beat. He's going to beat him. Touchdown, 49ers.
When he got the job of guys that had played for him and then started reaching out. Wilson, step, throw, lets it fly, caught, Cortland Sutton, touchdown, Denver.
Smith, screen, Jackson Smith and Jigba looking for the lead and redemption for the Seahawk offense. Touchdown, Seahawks lead. Winston to his left. Nothing downfield. Back towards Perry. Jump ball. Simultaneous. It's a touchdown from one official.
We're down to 1:23 to go on a 2nd and 9. Pickett lines up a deep ball. Separation. Touchdown. George Pickens.
This was picked. Back the other way, Witherspoon. Devin Witherspoon cuts back. What a night for the rookie. You think they love him in Seattle? How about 6 points? Touchdown, Witherspoon.
From the 18-yard line, Smith with time. Throws to the end zone.
This is the angle that the officials saw. He obviously has possession. The left is down and then freeze.
They're trying to manage him, get him in space, use him in that way.
Ritter well protected. The throw. How did that get between Kyle Pitts?
That's a little around the back.
Goodness. No. A one-arm grab behind.
And there's more to talk about that. As Stroud, little play action to start. Good protection. Airs it out for Collins. He's got it. One play. Touchdown, Texans. Stafford off play action. Steps up. Floats one. Nakua. Diving grab. Puka Nakua. Another highlight play.
And only more than 20 once in their last 8. They have struggled mightily through the year, hoping this is the game to turn around. And Rudolph with his first completion. It's Pickens in stride. There he goes. The explosion. Pickens. Goodbye. Touchdown. 86 yards.
Linebacker. Well, apparently for Shane Steichen, they're not out of field goal range. Metcalf is blocked. That's a live football. It's picked up Denzel Ward.
right over, doesn't touch anybody, perfectly legal, gets his hands up and makes a play.
Something fun to watch every week.
2nd and 6. Josh looking down the sideline. It's Diggs with another flag out. He is able to get away from those 2 tacklers, and no one's going to touch him the rest of the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A couple weeks ago, gave up 13 pressures.
We got Fant in at left tackle as this one goes to Brevin Jordan, the tight end. Makes a man miss and then shows off the speed. Jordan, pedal to the middle. He's gone. Touchdown, Texans, 76 yards.
So this is 3rd and 6. Mahomes throws the cross, is intercepted off the deflection. Brian Branch, the rookie, ties the game with his first NFL touchdown.
So with 3 and out from each side, Thomas Morstead has had in some ways his best year at 37 years old. Drives Darius Davis back in a pretty good return. Goods turning to great. Darius Davis, he is gone. There are no flags on the field, and those are the first points on this Monday night. Touchdown. Chubb splits out to the top of the screen. Quick throw, and picked off. The deflection and intercepted by Highsmith. Touchdown. What a start for the Steelers. Blitz coming. Oh, what a catch by Evans, and he stays up for a couple extra yards. One-handed grab.
Allen pulls the trigger. Sliding catch made inside the 10 by Diggs. Oh, how did he get out of it? Touchdown, Buffalo.
Cap, I know you gave up 1 touchdown.
On 3rd and goal to the end zone, picked off. Oh, the deflection. Giants with their 2nd takeaway. It's Pinnock. Jason Pinnock, 102 yards for the Giants' first touchdown in the first half.
What a stunt and what a show and go by Fink Martindale again.
Olszewski from the 6-yard line. Has a little bit of room in front of him. Out to the 20 and going to be breaking tackles. He's still on his feet. Olszewski looked like he was going down, and he may take it all the way. Olszewski to the house. No flags.
Davis out, Trent Sherfield is in as the 3rd wide receiver. Fake the give, over the top, deflected in the air. Sherfield dragged his feet. Touchdown! Ruled a touchdown. We'll have to check if he kept it secure.
Pressure coming, launches for Olave. He came down with it, and it's ruled a touchdown. One-on-one Wilson, miscommunication and a pick for Sidney Brown. And Sidney Brown's got room. Cuts it back inside the 40. Now he's upfield. He goes all the way for the Eagles touchdown.
They run it. Flacco dials it up. Picked off again. Christian Harris is going to go. Back-to-back pick sixes.
Puka will be the first option for Matthew Stafford.
3rd down and 4. Stafford throws. There he is. Nakua to the end zone. Rams win.
Josh steps up, and he's going to get the first down. Oh, and there he goes. No one's going to get him. Incredible. Breaks it for the touchdown. 52 yards.
Tua out to Hill, and that goes nowhere. Ball's loose. It is loose and picked up and lateraled. Brian Cook. Touchdown.
In this game, under the age of 25, one who's been to a playoff and one who's 2.5 games into an outstanding career, as the ball is bobbled and it's picked up by the fullback, and he's got running room. Andrew Beck, after Boone couldn't handle it, it's still going. Beck, he's going to go all the way in. Did we just see what we just saw?
I'm
pretty sure we did.
When you start to believe like they're starting to, anything can happen.
The way they're playing, it's showtime as Montgomery gets into the secondary. He's inside the 40. He's got a blocker up ahead. David Montgomery's going the distance. Showtime for the Lions. With the game on the line.
Don't jump off sides first.
Mahomes has it. He's easily going to get the first.
Do you really think that you would ever, with a Super Bowl on the line?
Neal showing blitz. Here he comes. Pressure ball out. Picked up. What? Touchdown Steelers.
Wilson has all day here. Now he's going to take a deep shot. Sutton in the end zone. And Cortland Sutton, with a flag down, makes the catch for a touchdown.
This helps Baltimore with the emotion of the game. Keeps it at one score.
2nd and 5. Ball batted up into the air and caught by Jackson. He caught his own pass.
That's one of the greatest plays I've ever seen. This is intercepted 100%.
So Miami will punt. Back-to-back possessions. Jake Bailey with a big punt. Sends Deontay Hardy all the way back to the 5. Has some space. Takes off. Look out, Hardy. Gets a block downfield. Hardy's going to go. He's in midfield. Nobody's going to catch him. Deontay Hardy, 95 yards.
This would be a backbreaker for Buffalo fans, and this would be the pedigree of championship teams.
There goes Hurts. Hurts to the end zone, and the Eagles have won it in overtime.
Gardner Johnson in for Joseph, who leaves. Here's Purdy with a lot of time. Steps into one. Launching deep, going for Brandon Ayuk. It is. Oh, he caught it off the ricochet. Penalty. Is he in? He's down to the 5. We'll see what the penalty is.
3 wide receivers set on 2nd down. Pass deflected, picked off, and taken in for a touchdown by Kyle Hamilton.
Wilson looking for a miracle. Gonna gather, unleashes towards the end zone. It is deflected in the air, and it's caught. Brandon Johnson, and Denver's prayer is answered.
Now 3rd down and 13. Blitz coming. Prescott able to get out of the end zone, and now airs it out for Lamb. He's got it. He's gone. When he gets there, it's a touchdown, Cowboys. On top. Wilson sets up and spinning around. To the back of the end zone, Sutton.
And just as good here on the back end by Cortland Sutton, being able to keep his feet in play.
40 seconds to go. Hurts firing for the end zone and a one-handed attempt. Oh my goodness! A.J. Brown with an amazing touchdown.
So 2nd down and 13. Oh baby, unbelievable. Jack Jones. They do it again.
With that motion, this is the play they run to get it to 30, and he said, not on my watch. He just stepped right in front of it.
Lock, end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Smith and Jigba has put the Seahawks on top.
Juwan Jennings, trick play. Oh, this ball's in the air for a long time. McCaffrey's able to pull it down, and he's going in for the touchdown. Juwan Jennings with a touchdown pass.
Garrett Wilson, wow! What a catch! Touchdown, Jets! That kid's amazing.
There is no way he caught that.
How far he can throw it, if indeed he throws it, or they try a lateral or whatever here. Meanwhile, he just tries to get away from everybody. throws it into the end zone into a lot of traffic, and there's a pick on the other side. And coming back from the end zone is Holland, and Holland is out to midfield, and Holland is inside the 40, and Holland is inside the 20. Can you believe this? That is insanity.
2nd and 10. There it is! This is history! If Bland can take it the distance, this will be the record! Bland for the 5th time has a pick six! It's never happened in the history of the NFL!
And what a call by you! You got me with goosebumps, Nance!
Back towards Matthew Stafford on that play.
Ethan Evans, the punt. Ravens set to get good field position here. Tylan Wallace from the 25. Tylan Wallace breaks out of a tackle, takes it down the sideline. He stays in bounds. He stays on his feet. He takes it all the way and ends the game. There are no flags.
48 seconds to go. It's 2nd and 10 with 3 receivers to the right. Browning looking, pressured, throws it deep, and the ball is caught by T. Higgins at the 1-yard line. And it's actually called a touchdown. Somehow Higgins got it across the line.
Stephon Diggs. Sam Martin corrals the snap. It's a short punt. Gibson on the return. Near side. I don't see any flags. Gibson inside the 30. Hits the Jets. And he's going to go. Jets win it. Touchdown. Rookie Xavier Gibson. Game over.
Can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
1st and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across.